Good afternoon, folks. It's 5th day, 5th month, 2023. Shake, rattle, and roll. EMF beams do induce earthquakes. And here's another one where the beams come up right through this area here, out in your ocean. And right north of this area here, there's a volcanic island. That's a very dramatic picture. That's a very up-to-date picture as well. It's steaming. Very interesting, very interesting. So I just went and dove on it. It happened soon ago, but I've kind of been looking for one, as the beams were just too harsh in this one area, and the bombs that they put over it. You know, that's not latest, greatest, but it's not so great to see that it went on. And so the information I have on it, there are lots of interactive maps and things. But at the end of the day, I really just want to see what the clouds look like, what was over the top of it. You guys know what you felt, and imagine some of you people in the Wakatani got out of bed with a fright. And so, as I look here on Worldview, Mimic, you see this sweat right here, and the beam sweat is going right through the center of where the quake is. This is the world map, and this is a shot from 11 o'clock in the morning, about 2 hours ago my time. Right, and there's your timestamps. Yeah, all right, and we'll go with it. Let you see it. Right, you hit a beam go right through there. You have another beam sweat is coming through here. There's a lot of reverb going on. The other day we had that great big one going over the top of you. You got a lot of action going on as they're holding this storm off, as they're somehow making a curve, so it actually is avoiding this part here near New Plymouth and just curveballing right into Nelson. It's an absolute move. And it's the last frame I have on it, man. Even the one before that, you could see there was a sweep going on. I'm going to run it as a full. All right, so you can see the last 24 hours. Bzzzt, turns it in. A lot of dots off the coast over here, appearing in the end. So I'll have a quick look at some of these things, and I'll update the forecast a bit. I like to document the conditions. So I went straight at NASA Worldview. Okay, playing no games. Oh, right, we'll go right to it. And so I'm over the area, not of their country, that kind of looked like a raccoon mask. And I said, that's a bit unusual, right? And so I found that interesting, right? Firefox, I don't know. Sonic. Yeah, I was making Sonic jokes the other day, and I just threw one in the sky. See that here? That's it. That's evidence of an EMF beam sweat. It's actually blowing out all the condensates, and they have to rechem it. They'll have different dynamics. Updrafts, downdrafts, causes winds, flows. It's right here. Now, if I go over where the earthquake happened, the emanation point, it's right over here. See this V shape coming right over the top? See all these microwaves? Would you say you're seeing evidence of EMF here? I say you are. And I believe the island is this one here, isn't it? Let's go double check the map. Right there, zoomed in, right here. You get the 3 islands, right, one close to shore, so it's the one more offshore. Right, let's make sure we get this right, because this is documented data every crime. As geoengineering tells us, it's right in the center, it's right under this massive EMF. See the square edges here? This is electromagnetic frequency. You see what sometimes was put on armbands of very bad people, socialist party, over in your sky, feeling nazified. You not see what's going on? And again, bomb, bomb, bomb. And we all seen those big beams the other day. I would call this a man-made earthquake. I was expecting it. You hear me tell you 3 weeks ahead of time, when they moved this storm through, well, it was actually, what is it, about 8 days ago. When they moved that through on this date, man, your quake risk is going to go off the charts. And it's not off, you're not done yet. That beam ain't off. That storm ain't done impacting. Your quake risk has just begun. It's sizable. It's not as sizable as some of the ones I'm seeing on the planet. Yeah, so things could go bigger when the day moon comes up today. This is a bad time. Look at this over here. The poor Rango. Oh, yeah, man, this is a tongue twister paradise here. I'm reading these names. How do you pronounce that letter? I just learned a W is an F. Yeah, it's fucking tiny. You think if I'd have known that all those years, I wouldn't have been saying it? Yeah, welcome to fucked up Tiny in the Bay of Plenty. Got a fucking Tiny. Yeah, that's actually pronounced fucking Tiny. Get the fuck out of here. And I would have known that. I thought some of my signs would have been different. Look at all the EMF over the top of you, though. Roll upon roll of toxic air. If you would look at it sideways in, it would just be a waveform like that, rippling, keeping that top going in one spot while the bombs keep the nucleates going. Squares over here, right? I'm just cruising the area of inundation, and this is the area, the epicenter is right around here where I'm pointing. I'll go right in on that. I see a hook cloud, I see a triangle cloud, I see a square, right over the epicenter, and a square. You know, electromagnetic perturbation of the mantle of the Earth occurs. A little star formation here in the top of that cloud. This is not natural, all at the epicenter of an earthquake. I would be more inclined to think it's these beams and the vibrations of these rippling through one after the other, reverberating and reverberating over and over and over and over again, like me having to give a forecast, say the same thing over and over and over and over again, over and over again. Firoa. Am I getting better? That one's to be easy. If we take the S and put it at the beginning, you'll have shattings. If we just give them an I, and welcome to Shittings, folks. Right south of Napier, you can come over here to Shattings, and your sky is emulating that name right now. Boy, does this look like shit. You've had a man-made earthquake. There's no doubt in my mind. I can look over here and see the beams and mimic. And then my end screen here. I can go over here. I can see the electromagnetic frequency evident over here. All in here. See that big square in the haze? Feel epicenter yet? Feeling owned? Feeling bitched, feeling pwned, feeling sold, and you didn't even get any of it? Well, don't let them get the best of you. There got another confession to make. I'm no fool. You can put your chem bombs out, I'll break your rules. See the star formation? You get any obviousnesses here? Is there a center point of emanation with a big round object? Could that be a fully expanded weather balloon? Could it be? We deserve an honest answer to that question. Look at the blooming here. This big circle of crap. With all the microwaves, and all the percussion rings, and all the actual bouncing up and down. That looked like the man on the moon with the bullet in his head from the old movies. In the face. That can be planned. You can put up fireworks. Look what I can do, Ma. Do I graduate from college? Look what I made. Graduation day. High. It'll be high in the sky. They're high in the sky. We're feeling low with no hope. Hear your hope. The mushroom cloud rises. The contamination, hazed out plasmoids. Look at the bomb right here. Centered out. Streamer in there. Like one of them jacks you wouldn't want to step on the carpet. With a center point of emanation. Open your eyes, look up to the skies, and really fucking see what's going on with an open mind. The daggered lightning bolt, the coffin, the shit stain, what the fuck is that different than that? Why is that colors of that different? Almost like an oil slick. So you got some ice crystallization doing something funkatized up there, that's for sure. Funkatized skies. Funky, funky. So how did it feel there? You guys type in, what did you see? What did you feel? What was it like? Did you hear a snapping noise first? Was it an up and down or a side to side? This is things I need to know. Look at this move. Right here. Up jumped the devil and the numbers was a 6. Well, we better watch our 6s, that's for sure. You better watch what's in front of this 6 too, because it seems like they want that to be cut off too. Bzzzt with a center point of emanation. It's not just microwaves. They have to have chemical catalysts to propagate the waveform. I don't like this. I have some rumblers out there tonight. And you see how that line going through here is a different haze color than that one? There's one deck going over the top of another one. And another one's going sideways that way. This is absolute, total manipulation of your skies. All the flows should never have allowed that kind of occluded front to occur for this amount of time. It should have equalized by now. That's where one pressure goes over the top of another and creates a bubble. Yeah, so it feeds itself from above and it's bubble up. It looked like one of them things the Anunnaki holds in its hand. Came bomb, they came and took away your fucking whole months of sunny skies. And then the snowflakes came early, and your heating bills did rise. Mr. Burrs thinks it's excellent to block the sun from the sky. It was time for us to walk tall and take the birthright back. That's right before our eyes, in Mother Earth. This is your birthright. It's interesting. I'm going to go look at that later. I'll do some map work. See the squared out haze there? I have an earthquake risk for you too. Shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't be playing with Tesla's toys. But even Tesla himself said something shouldn't be built, but that we would live to see. Yeah, such horrors. As I look at the snake. The snake moves, some geosculpting in a whole plasmoided sea, microwave soup, bunch of crap, rumbling along. What we got going on this island over here? Come on, how many directions of flow you got here? You feel like you're beaming much out here? Auckland Island's device is hidden. There's a crater, and it's got a device in it. Yeah, I had it marked real well. You know, hiding your next rat in a crater so nobody can see it. University of Auckland wants the weather experiments on that island. We just scalar squares out here, right in the middle. Helping to manipulate the flows, separate things, updrafts, downdrafts, stir the mix. Surprised they don't just take a giant ass and float it by so it farts to make it seem so friendly to block your sunshine. Look, an ass going by. Oh, that explains it. Ladies and gentlemen, there was an alien ass floating around. Oh, wait a minute, that's the politicians that say that these circular things are some kind of naturalness. But you wouldn't see that anyhow, because it's over the ocean. Or if you were underneath it, you wouldn't see it because they blocked your sunshine. All you had was a grade A. And if anything acted like you got a sunburn, it wasn't because the rays were bouncing under the clouds, because acid was settling on your skin, and the readings in the sixes that I was seeing across here is clearly indicative. Sixes and blah. And if someone's in the forest, your acid rain samples are clearly acid in the rain, which is bad and is litigatable. You see that move right there? That's the epicenter of the quake. Right here. It is. It's where it happened. Look at this move. It's it. That's the go. Get a square in the center with the hooks. That's fucking been done on purpose. I ain't never seen one done like that. See the move? Look at this line. See the line right here? Come here. There's one there. There's one here narrowing. Narrows. Pinpoints. You got another one coming the other way? They amplified the waveform and the reverb in that area. It's man-made as motherfucker. Got a bomb right here. Bomb. Boom! Exploding down. Where was the Amazon Warrior? Where was that ship? I want to know. So some of you guys tracked that ship. I want to know where it was. And it could be a factor. It definitely could be a factor. Yeah, I fucking went there. Hey, I'm honest. I think of all the things, and then let's prove it. Right? All I know is what I see with my eyes is indicative of a man-made earthquake, and it was a very deep spat that the landslide could occur underneath the ocean for it to fall. So the depth of it, whether it's EMF induced, could still be EMF induced, because I see all the signatures of it right here. It's not a natural cloud in a V. Do you have a ship out here? Really? I got all the signatures of it. Band, 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 band. You got something been pulsing. Like a thumper out there doing in the desert. They got a number 3 in the sky. I see a repressor's number. Where's that a McDonald's at? I don't think so. But it's about as healthy for you to breathe it, I imagine, as to eat one of those. And don't forget the triple thick shakes. They're from polluted lakes. Here we go. You want to know what else pollutes lakes? Chem bombs. You wouldn't have seen the sun here today. You would have if the geoengineering had stopped, as they've directed the entire river over the top. And imagine some of you people are going to want to see your totals. So look, this is your face. I should just go with your 3 for I don't want to depress you. Look, you're still dealing with the tendrils, but move right over the top. And everybody says you're barrio. But I hit you on the 10s. It's not going to be any better as the other event comes through and dumps about the same amount on you again. Oh, yeah, not too good. And the EMF is continually holding everything off Hawke's Bay because I think they destructed and got everything they wanted there, so they're heading toward this fucked up tiny region over here, and they're gonna fuck it to fuck it tiny. Fuck it, Johnny, a little more water for your lake. How's the dam doing? Do they want a new power plant over here that uses hydrogen? Who knows? Bail out on your lithium stack. There's a sodium battery, just cheaper. They're going to be making them out of sand. Watch this space. Yeah, bail your lithium stack. She's going to crash. Whoever told you first. So as we go along here, oh God, heavy totals around your volcano field, which is not good. But the relief of an earthquake over here would only be more of a relief if I see White Island steam. When I see all these deep pinks like that, it's a kind of pink washing you never want to see, right along the ridge line. And where does this run? Is this a growing region? I think you'll have difficulties. Where is this water going to go? What did they ask for here? And when this water's trying to rush out, well, that stuff out there ain't letting it get out. High tides and various nisses. Don't that look like a head with a Donald Trump comb over the mouth and everything? Good. Here's my favorite part, is that river. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's interesting land feature you get there, New Zealand. Very interesting. Look at this river here. You don't think they're going to have a problem over here in the Fire Valley over here? So the town I'm worried about getting fucked is these over here. You guys are fucked. Blenheim, fucked. Grovetown, fucked. Your grapes, fucked. But Blenheim won't be too fucked because they got a radar over here to make sure that they don't have no problems. Yeah, I've been through here. Well, hell of a drive. Bzzzt. Got some bzzzt going on out there, that's for sure. And it's been guilty of a lot of stuff, and in a way, it's seeing it get some action doesn't hurt my feelings too much. And when you help do stuff like that to your neighbors, and you help do stuff like this to your neighbors, bzzzt, and you help do stuff like this, it fucks with people. This is just more data I pulled up. And you'll see it's not cool to cause an earthquake. Community intensity map. It was very intense. And they didn't even show nothing. It's just a start. And it goes down to that. Like I said, it was felt through here. So some of you people have actually reported it and you felt it. There was no tsunami. Right? Oh, but Tiki, when the Tiki shows up, you better respect this earth and your spirit. Because it's by the grace of the earth spirit itself that all life lives here. That's right. Earth is a self-correcting system, like George Carlin said. You think we're going to break this planet? You're out of it. You think too much of yourself. Really. Look at the big blast going over Australia. Bzzzt. Oh, a big dot here near Alice, so we know who's guilty there. Playing with the big Jordan toys. They sold you a defense network that we have no defense against. They sold us a defense network that's causing harm to the populated, peaceful people of the planet. And frying people in front of state houses and stuff when they go and ask for their justice. Ask for something like saying it's wrong for you to have devices that could cause earthquake. You go protest over here for it. They hit you with a microwave weapon. It caused the shit over there. And indiscriminately. Well, the laughing police officer said, hey, look at, I got that one. He didn't respect my authority. I think that to protect and to serve the people of the world is more important than to protect our oppressors of the checkerboard on the side of your car or the lodge you go to, right? There's some lozenges that are very bitter. Look at the hawk face there. There's some hell of a tendrils they've got going on out here. Well cut up that storm. So they brought it all in at once, and they couldn't. Hey, sometimes I wonder what the social experiment if the stress is alone is going to be causing, going through a geoengineered storm causes heart attacks. Because this is terribly stressful. If you had to move in and out of a place, it's why I stay up late at night sometimes. Just ease the minds of some people who've been through the terribleness. It's too many times this year. Imagine even still over here in the Lismore area. They hear thunder some nights. There's some kids shivering. They're laying in their bed scared. Because I get the messages and I'll tell them, yeah, it's just a storm. You get them. Remember when you used to get storms? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, if there's something bad's going to happen, I'll see it well in advance and I'll tell you. Right? You shouldn't have to pay for a warning. And when you do pay for warnings, they should be accurate. In other words, the weather services of the world need to get more accurate. If I can interpret this data correctly, maybe they should talk to me. They don't give you their forecast for free. Just tell people what the fuck is going on. And there's a time when you say, right, you check with your local information. Now, it's not up to me to decide what you're going to do. But you don't risk the health of a safety worker when you could have made a decision and numbnutted yourself. Right? And take your fate. Don't drag somebody down with you. But very often the drowning person drags down the person in lifeguard. It saves their life. And when they teach us not to get too close, they throw them something to float on. Because they will stand on you to save themselves. And sometimes I think there's 10 or 11 people in the world that stand on the whole world so that they don't get in trouble. And they're drowning all of us. And it was about time we faced that reality. That the dreams sold to us, we never got. The dreams sold to our grandparents, they never got. We dang sure didn't get the benefit from what they never got. And it's an onward cycle of ignorance and spending that never benefits the people of the world or the land itself, which should benefit the most. When you see the big circular of crap out here like this, it doesn't look very natural to me. One band, two band. That one going that way, that one's going to spin and cut into it. This one's coming your way from over here and out underneath that. You got a little bit of a visitor down here. So I'm not quite sure where that one's going to move yet. All I know is they're going to sling its cold air up because they want a good ski season here. So you can expect a deep powder base very soon. Man, some of the camera action I'm seeing is it was hard to see any of the conditions at all. Some of the spray was very bad all over the camera lens themselves. And some of it was visible. You had the gaps when I looked out to sea. You got no sunshine. So if any of you were out there and got a sunburn, where did it come from? Could it possibly be coming from the acid and the rain samples that people have been taking over there yesterday? I want you to take some more. I'll put another post up. Please just put the result up there. We're getting a data set and everybody can share off it and get the images and use it. And I invite all the mainstream news people that doubt this geoengineering and call this a conspiracy to use a piece of litmus paper, hold it outside in the rain. You don't have to have it in a jar. Get it wet, let it soak it in, and then say what color is it and show everybody. Do it live. I challenge your integrity, you news people. Otherwise, your next door neighbor should turn her back on you every time you ask for a cup of sugar or something. Right? Because you ain't being honest. And dishonest people don't deserve my help. No. And because of dishonest people, I have to do this too often as I look at close to a half a meter of rain impacting this thing like endlessly all month long. Every time I come up here, look at the shoreline. You're near 300 mils, 200 mils, 500 mils all the time. When's the last time you turned on this area here and seen a decent total? When you come on the 10s? When was the last time you see beautiful green? No rain at all. Like the center of here as they dry them out and prepare them for their fire season because the chem is still being deployed and it's a fire risk zone. I have very deep concerns about that. There's a lot of dust been whipped up too. Watch your charcoals when you're playing outside. That's all I got to say. Don't you burn my God want a rainforest down anymore. I'm going to get mad. Yeah, there's a time. You guys are the ones that didn't allow the controlled burnings and stuff that should have gone on because of political parties' popularity. You think the word green means that everything has to be green all the time? No, we manage forests. The indigenous here have had back burning and pre-burnings all the time. It's part of their agricultural history. It's beautiful and it works well, and I learned a lot from inquiring into it. The Alice Springs plane. This is always an airport worth having a look at. It is. You never know what you're going to see coming on the runway. It is strange. You never know what you're going to see. Yeah, it could be just a reflection of that light on the camera lens. Yeah, I'm not going to go full G on that one. Look at the EMF up here at the top deck. Bzzzt, Alice is fraying. It's more evidence of that beam that he said looked like it was emanating from here. What a fucking kind of no marking transport plane is that? A lot of Qantas and ain't got no tail marking on it. What are they fitting at Alice Springs in East Deputy? Do you have that many damn Qantas flight out there a day? What are they fitting them planes? Why ain't their windows marked correctly? What the fuck is going on with those? I'm very curious about those. Is it a graveyard for planes that they use for parts? Yeah, that's possible. Is it a Qantas hub over there at the Alice Springs Aero Club? That's always good to have an Aero Club. As long as you ain't using these things doing fireworks for these fucking planes, you're going to piss me off. There's at least a shit like this. There might be one person taking a paycheck that needs to have his paycheck taken away. Because it's taking away the life of my planet. It's toxifying my water. Last time I checked, acid was very, very harmful for trees. He said, well, I'll put up another post. I'll do it here very, very shortly. So you can put me some more acid readings down. I want to know pH readings. That's fair. I don't want it to be acid. I just want it to be like beautiful, clean water. I want to see it in the middle 8s. 825s. Right in here. Give me something decent. Something I wouldn't mind drinking. Okay, but drinking it just because the pH is right doesn't mean you want to drink it. Because there might be those floaties in there might be nanotech. It might be chemicals that are harmful to your body, like aluminum, barium. You might already be on lithium. And there'll be lithium in the sky, and you could overdose from there. Who knows how bad this is? No second you overdosed off your pills. And you had no idea. You weren't suicidal. You was just taking your tablets. Right? And when you get that like lemony citrus taste in your mouth that's metallic-y, it's usually an indication of lithium. Unless you've been sucking lemons, of course, because you really look on some people's faces, I think they suck lemons all day long. Or they're hiding like a whole hive of wasps in their mouth and they're stinging their mouth. You know? And your lips have got that look. Had you seen the ones the kids do it? They're sucking their lips into the glass again. Oh my God. It'd be really funny. They suck it out real hard and like goddamn parasite or something comes out from the mask they were wearing. Look at the 69s here. Up jumped a fucking double, man. 666 is the number of the beast, and it keeps on raining, and it's coming from the east. Fucking Christ, this is bad. It's nice to see these totals here. Yeah, we got a bit of action here, and the possibilities of the spinner forming up here at the end of the 10s is likely. Because all the dynamics are there, but a lot of the moisture has actually been shoved into the Bay of Bengal as they're going to fuck Myanmar. And they're going to fuck, watch this. That's the 10s, man. They brought the whole tendril in. Boy, is that going to sluice some gemstones. So anybody down in these rivers, man, you be retching along the banks after that. Pick your big gravels up. Some of that shit might be real rubies and real sapphires. Yeah, this is where they come from. Yeah, I hope somebody poor makes it good off a good stone from the geo stuff and has a good life over it. May their yin find their yang, and may they get good dinner in dinner time. But my God, you poor folks, have you been warned? Hey, you got a half a meter calming on the 10s. Have you been warned? Yeah, I think I did it last week. I got so angry with the Vietnam part of it, how they've been attacked enough that I got so disgusted. There's another thick tendril that's going by. Yeah, any beam at any time could drip right on Australia, because they know how to do it. Yeah, but it's not slated to go that way. All the flow is up this way. All the beams have held everything away from you. We're just making the cat's ass moist up here, as I call that piece there, because it looks like a cat walking away. That piece there is for, in case Jeffrey Higgins needs a droid model, he always has a bell end out there to suck on when he steals people's forecasts. And that New Zealand group put my forecast up about less than an hour after I do it. It looked just like my screen. It's getting noticed. Yeah. Well, at least you're getting a warning out that's accurate, but that's not really nice. You can say my name. If people don't want to listen to me for my name, that's their fucking problem. They must be believing somebody that don't like me, who never took the time to get to know me. Or they were somebody that acted like an asshole, and I let them have it right between the eyes. Because I'm a real man, I'll let you have it, I ain't putting up with bullshit. I don't have to. You said that to my wife. If somebody fucking needed to, let her get out of control. Talk to strangers like that. You go up to a stranger and just, hey, fuck you because you gave a forecast. I'd be like, go suck a dick. I mean, your mom would go back in time and teach her mother how to swallow. Did she have a swallowing problem? Really. Yeah, I've had some incredible abuse from opening up my comments. Yeah, that's why. So if you're listening to this now and you think I blocked you or something because I don't let you comment, nothing could be farther from the truth. I get a lot of abuse just from this network. I just wanted you guys to be safe. I want you to see what's really going on. I want you to know I had to fact check the giant penis on the lawn. And this place is famous for having a big lawn, and somebody went out there and really cut it low. Ain't gonna get, that's burnt in. And they were supposed to be going out and having a big garden party out there tomorrow. We're going to dress all posh down there. And this is what's on their line. That's amazing. Yeah, this place is known. It's a very famous spot. And so that is true if you see that. But it was not carved in the, over the King's Garden party spot is where neighbors were going to have a party. And then they tell you, that's what I feel. Well, we've snapped. That's what they look like when they show up to meet you after they had their filters in. But I digress. And so the terrible totals are quite terrible. Yeah, I had us fact checked whether there's a giant penis has been on a lawn. That's how bad this truth movement has come. Did I have to fact check that? Because if I posted with an LOL, so I was going, I wasn't real. Right? Like I ever seen them do a video or put their goddamn neck on the line, or they're staying there for 5 fucking days not sleeping, documenting the crime. So in hopes that someday justice can happen and it not be in Nuremberg, leading to a paperclip that gets bent and everybody gets away and then becomes the heads of the intelligence agency, the militaries, and other various high-up positions that then dominated the world. It very much sounds to me like Nazi Germany won the war when you look at Operation Paperclip, and the result is the Fourth Industrial Revolution, a master plan, and depopulation, and making you think it's okay, some people are better than others and should not exist. Some of the language I hear towards some of the disability people is far from kind. And when mental retardation is caused by this system's vitamin deficiencies and bad vaccines and cancer rates and turning on and off of genes that should never be tampered with, mRNA and shit like that being made and put in your body, you've been medically experimented with, and denying it doesn't change effect. Anything, you should get out of denial and make sure it never happens to your children and theirs. Or will there be any left? Will they all be a bunch of little clones carrying out a little frickin' hoppers, Matrix days? You are just a battery, Neo. Man-made earthquake sucks, and it caused a lot of blight. I've covered them for a long time. The V. Yeah, nothing to see here in a circulation. Nothing to see here in a streaming down storm. Nothing to see here, folks. Just put your blinders in. Go through drudgery. Eat, sleep, shit, repeat. Eat, sleep, work, shit, repeat. Taxes every day. Your taxes accumulate while you sleep. Don't be the dream police, the taxing what in your head. There's a movie about that, where every morning you had to get up and you plugged yourself into a machine, and let's say you enjoyed a soft drink or something in your dream, it cost you money. And it turned out the corporation was beaming your dreams. Yep. Making you do it. That was a cool movie to watch. So these makes you wonder. When you're talking about something in your car, you're not online, say, oh gee, we need a new brown couch. And you'll go home. What's the first advert you see on your Facebook? A new brown couch. How the hell could they know that? It's Ken Von Dub. Looking like a rubber ducky. That's not the dove of peace. Coming out. If it is, it's shitting all over everything. And it's this trail of crap with the 3, 2, 1. You don't think they're doing geosculpting in your sky? I say you're out of your mind. You're in denial so bad I want to give you a flotation device and buy you a ticket to Egypt. Here's denial is over here. Here's denial. Right? You want to be in denial? Go over here to Betty Swift. And you could be in denial. You could go here to Bamba. Bibabamba. Right? Abu Shurban. That must be where they train detonators. You make detonators. And the baby was born. Look, another thermal detonator. Oh, that was bad. Denial. Okay, that's where denial is. All right, this is the Suez Canal. Hey, there's denial. All right, Any children that have been in bunkers that have come home to their families, could their families please say thank you? So I can hear one thank you. For all the Amber Alerts that were used to chase down, like I said, I admire. They never ever chased down Hunter Bidens and these people with their freaking pervert islands. And Epstein doesn't hang himself, and he was Trump's buddy and he got away. And you guys don't see it. This thing just looks like imaginary. You're holding a pig in the air. Praying mantis arm. The mantis. Yeah, that's what denial is. You know, stay out of it if you ain't there. Alright? Look at this crap here now. Let's have a little look here and there, Lismont. Chem bombs and EMF. Let's look over here north of Mount Warren. Big square of chem bombs and EMF. Look out to your ocean. They go on looping. Fly in a crazy pattern. That might have been picked up on flight radar. And if it was, that's what he did. Or she did. Or the drone did. But if you built the drone that could do that, you did it. Ever think about it like that? Well, you better start thinking about it like that. Because if you're making the thing that's doing the harm, maybe we're going to blame you for it. It's the old CNA out here and getting tired of seeing all the time. That's almost like one of those War of the World head things. And when that was an Illuminati, I destroyed the world and War of the Worlds. You see that as that yet? What if the War of the Worlds movie wasn't an alien invasion? In real life, it was a media hoax. He was brilliant. He done too. Orson Welles read out War of the Worlds on the radio and people freaked out. They actually thought aliens was coming down into New Jersey. People panicked. They panicked. Power of the media, man. And the power of ignorance. Not fact-checking their own self and just logical explanations might exactly be what it is. Chem bombs are chem bombs. Fresh air is fresh air. And a lie is always a lie. And when you hear about the Hopi Indians, say there'd be spider webs in the sky, and then you look down, you see things that are looking like a spider in your upper atmosphere, you'll know a bad time has come. And if you're going to be one of them rainbow warrior things that you think you are, act like it. Suck it up, buttercups. It's going to take the hard. Every day is the good day to die. Once you realize that, you don't fear it anymore. So do something good the day you die. Boo! See the bee in the sky? This shit blows. B for blows. Blow it in the wind, falling out up your noses without the rubber hoses. How many sixes here? A big sacrifice day tomorrow. A monarch. Where the big lizards get crowned. And well, we have to focus beautiful love. Hey, to get our way. And maybe there could be a change. I have to always hope that oneness is going to win in the end, because it's a self-corrected system, and oneness always takes the apples from the greedy and gives them to the needy. You just might not get them when you think you need them. What a fucking shape. Yo. Like fucking graffiti. In a Banksy. In the sky. When the bankers go too far. 6. How many 6s am I seeing across the planet today? Here's one of those parentheses. Boom. Shape charge going that direction. That one going right behind it. And a new one here. Just blows out. Creates the dynamics. Boy, that don't look like halva. Marble halva. That looks like a big fish. A dolphin. Dolphin in red. Who knows how big things were before? We think we're so fucking big. We might be no bigger than a gnat's cock. We might be sitting on an atom. We might be the who. In Horton hears a who. And nobody's shouting loud enough, and nobody, the big, isn't taking notice. All I know is, we get this. We win this war. Let's work this timeline. And it is a war. They're coming to attack you. They're chemically attacking you right now. This is falling out. Even taking the weather away from the world is attacking the trees, attacking the plankton, it's attacking... It's attacking everything. It attacks my heart. Over the battle of right natures, or to think that these green things here need oxygen and light, and there's a goal of a program to take the sunlight from the planet. We're out of our minds. We are inhumane beings, being inhumane. And being a homo is not such a good thing if you're together with something that's bad. Is what that means. Homo sapiens need to become humane beings. Man-made weather needs to cease. Let God be God. And let me live my days. Now I'm going to roll what they say is going to happen. On a lighter note, I got 4 twin kits ready, up and running. And so if anybody's interested in a twin kit, be happy to sell you one. Done tracked out every item that's out. There's only 2 pieces of mail unaccounted for yet. Yeah. And apologies for the late mailing on that. I just became aware of the order. So we made sure to get mail before the king got crowned and everything shut. And so check your emails. I got your stuff out there. So I've contacted everybody who's anything's out. And that was happy to see. One person, he attempted to deliver you. I hate to give a message like that, but this is how I roll. It's sitting at your post office near Kingscliff. I gotta go get it. Okay? That saves me a minute, because we give a fuck. Yeah, so I got, if you want a twin kit with an Ione, the only way to do it is you go to the Ione website, and I'll pop you a link to it. Right? Because I am at work right now. Okay, so kind of makes me do 2 things at once. So let me find it. Where is my best PEMF device link? Because it is. It cured my feet. I could say that. We're going to find you guys. I don't even see something interesting. Something sent from a friend. I'm sitting there. Had some of the data. I'll even pull some of this up while I'm here. Oh, come on. Where's my live video? Here it is. That's, if you want to buy an Ione, you go to this page. I'm going to talk this out. If you hit buy now, it just goes to the bottom of the page. I recommend you watch this video. It's really good information about how cleaning the cells with negative. And any one of you Itero-1 people comes in here with right now spamming me, and will block you. Because the Itero-1 is not a PEMF device. It's a very high Gauss, and this is very low. So you would hit yeah, I'm getting tired of them. It's like they attacked me. Because I have a device that works. And even I said, I don't know theirs, but I think this would definitely help your people that have treatments. But if you're that aggressive, it means you're just trying to make money. I'm just trying to tell you, this is how you do it. So you would hit an add to the cart, right? And it hits you with the shipping and everything, and you would buy it that way. If you wanted a twin kit added into it, then you contact me. You PayPal me 135 pounds British into PayPal, which is 30 pounds less than I normally sell them, because I'm refunding you the shipping. I'm combining it all together so you can get it all at once. And it actually saves a bit of shipping. Because if I was to send them separate, it would be 2 lots of shipping. And that's not cool. So I found a way to do that. And if you do that today, I'm going to knock another 5 off. So I'm only going to charge you 130. And I'm allowed to do that because that just cuts into my commission, and I'm allowed to do that. So it's basically taking a 5 off. So if you're interested in that, do that. And if you'd like to support my work as well, it's always welcome. I have dreams for equipment. And I got to move again soon, so there might be a bit of a... Well, there shouldn't be a disruption at the same time. It's around the corner. Waiting for him to miss me. It's not Mew. You could do so there. And if you want the twin kit, that's where you would put that. And you would make a note inside the inside the PayPal who you were. Make sure I know. Right, here's another thing. Make sure I know your Facebook name, so when I can communicate with you, because that's another challenge. But I usually with emails can sort it. But evidently there's another email that's getting orders I don't know about, because there was 2 that I didn't know about till this morning that were done at the very end of April 27th. So I'm very sorry, Colin and Paul. I personally made sure to get up there. As soon as I found out about it, man, I ran downstairs from my paperwork,
And I keep everything here so I know. Yeah, I don't fuck around. I know where it's been sent, what it's been sent, who's got what, and where it is. And if there's a worry about it, I'm worried before you are. I think that's good customer service to tell you where stuff is. They pretty much know all the time. Today I know those are actually in the post office, and you should have your tracking numbers by now. But if you contact me, I'll be looking at the messenger, because both of you ain't got the same names as on Facebook. I can't suss you out. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I ain't opening comments up to everybody. The PH post yesterday did it. So I'm even going to limit that. I just thought everybody might want to participate in the science rather than have arguments. But everybody saw a chance to free-for-all or say whatever the fuck because they could. Right? It's like I have a chance to yell something nasty to somebody who was doing something free for me. You know, go fuck yourself. And so I'm turning comments back up, and I want the data. So you guys help me police it. I'll just block them out. If you do that to me, you're not going to get my forecast. That's all. I don't care any other way. That's all your punishment, because I don't want to deal with you. Right? I don't care. You could go on YouTube and look for it. I keep comments off there too. Why? Because then they'll show over there and act like an asshole. I ain't done them no wrong. Yeah, this was fucked up, man. When you're over the target, man, you're going to get flat. There's not much else to show you guys, is there? But that's about the Ioni, so you can purchase it that way, because people were wondering. So I'll pop out the twin kit at 130 because I'm moving, and I'll just chop it off my commission so you could save a 5 additional one by buying through me. But you pay the Ioni website exactly what it says, and they're settling the shipping with me on his side. So I find that very, very sufficient. And there's never been nothing dodgy, man. I love Dave and John, man. They're really cool. Yeah, Dave, I hope you get that franchise going over there in Spain, man. I'll pet your cat. Mr. Spooks. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. Check out this tick up inside a gum. I never thought about that. Dog be biting itself and one get up in there. Holy shit. That can be irritating. This is incredible. You gotta watch this. Go watch it. Yeah, it's got some good info in it. This guy here, whoa, God, he swears. Yeah, I'm honest, but he's honest. Yeah. Share this now for the forecast part from the beginning. I don't think there's too much more for you to show. I showed the chem. Oh, I haven't really showed the moving. Oh, I don't have it loaded. That's why. Right, there's all your USGS. Any more aftershocks? And how did it feel? Side to side or up to down or both? Right, I want to see. All right, you're going to get an extended show now. It takes a minute and it flashes, so I'm probably going to turn the screen around. I had fully intended to show you how to structure water, but I'll do that tonight for you. I like everybody to be awake, but I might do it this afternoon. It just depends. If John needs to go somewhere, I'll go down and watch the chef while he does that. And then I can hook up and do a video that way, if you don't mind. All right, let's look at what's going on. Straight off. This is the latest, not so greatest images of the down under area of Ann's accusation. And we're not allowed to make accusations. And that's fucked up, isn't it? Bim, bim, bim. That is so annoying to me. I actually have to turn it around. Oh, I ain't slept in 3 days. Every time I lay down, my mind won't shut off. I feel anguish. It's just, the scene is coming for so long. Even almost seeing that earthquake was a relief. They've been waiting. Has White Island steamed? It got it long. That's got to. If that don't go, man, something big gonna be in the middle. I'm worried. All the dynamics are it's got to vent. If it vents, I'm happy. If it doesn't, I'm not. It could be magma moving. Right? Magma could be on the move. I'm not seeing the reels either with the actual seismographs. You need to see those. Oh gosh, I love a caffeinated cup. Yeah. It's very tasty. Got a difference in my life and I only made. Yeah, I showed some of my feet today. That was the look. Yeah, Jan had to see. I said, I got the Ioni back in my treatments. I said, yeah, look, isn't that great? Now, if I could put my feet better where I was sitting over here, some of the numbness on one side of my foot will go away because I sit sideways with my foot on. You ever do that? You wake up and your foot's so asleep it never wakes back up. My fucking foot sideways went Rip Van Winkle on me. My legs went that way. You know what woke Rip up? This metronome device. It is a metronome device. And that's what it's coming to you as. Is that flashing? Could you tap your foot to it? How about now? As you move to a different one, now it's going to it should be 5 hertz. No, 4. Double pop. And here's mother. 7.83. One more pop after that. You're going to 16. And you're a bodybuilder. And you're getting ready to go do your liftings and stuff. And you're doing a lot of strenuousnesses around the house. Put that fucker in there and put it in your pocket. Do it for about an hour before you do the work. Your energy level will amaze you. That's all I'll say about that. So some of y'all that got that, reproduce what I did and what I just told you. I want to hear what you got to say about that. It's ahead of time. Right? You would tell a drummer, put this in your back pocket about an hour and a half. Put this in your pocket an hour and a half for your boxing match before you go do your run. How many runners will allow you to put that in your pocket? But I have a feeling it won't after a while. It's the Schumann Resonance. It's not doing nothing the earth don't do. Right? It don't conflict with no pacemakers. Does the Iteruan conflict with a pacemaker? I'm curious. I'm trying to learn about these because if it has benefit, I'm going to get one. But you get too aggressive, it makes me think about snake oil guy over in Josie Wales trying to sell everything. It's good for everything. Josie look at him and go, how's it on stains? Spit on a suit. I've always remembered that, see? And the words doodle squat. Don't believe what the government come over telling you about old Josie Wales. I think that there doodle squat. Always remember that. A world full of doodly squat. What is squat though? Squats on you. What happens when things squats on you? Unpleasantries. It doesn't necessarily shit. You could be just getting the tea bag. You might be getting curtain flapped or bacon. Here's some ham. Hey, it's funny to me. So that gave you a basic forecast. Let's see, this is loaded now on that side. It's how long this one program takes to load. No shit. They've got to prepare to show you set for you. It's not something that just happens. And when the internet goes out in the middle of it, I gotta load it all again. Oh god damn, this is obvious. It's fucking obvious as fuck. You better watch out over that earthquakes around that Topau field. You get a very bad situation, EMF wise there. They're holding a fucking line. This line. As best I can do. That's the EMF line. Well, all this running in and under is going to have a pushing effect on it. And then they let a bomb off right over the top of you right here. See this circle of that bomb? And this is like the right now image. But that was 4 hours ago. Exactly 4 hours ago. And these are 10-minute jumps. See the pretzel? See the crisscrosses there? That was a crazy pattern. Bzzzt. And bombs. Earthquakes right out here. Right about now. See the bomb going off right there. Over the top of the emanation point of the earthquake. Just like it showed up on another view. That's why you got that vag cloud. Look at all the EMF out here in the V shapes. This is a man-made earthquake if I've ever seen one. And I have seen them. Bzzzt, getting fried, New Zealand style. If I had a big enough golf club, I wonder how far the top of a radar ball would go. And I could blast 500 miles. Dogleg right. Look at the footprint of geoengineering. See the triple bomb shot? Bomb shot won't let me up.
bomb shot, oh no. The Revenge of the Fifth. Do, 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 boom, 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 boom. See, it emanating from here, one spot. Boom, 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 big square. This is geoengineering. Big quarter aimed toward Christchurch. Charlie geoengineered. Chem bombs come and toxify the air. Boom, boom, pluming over here and there with some EMF. Bzzzt, and an earthquake there. Have it. You guys have it, have it, have it. And when you're booming and you're pluming, and your days are being ruining, you know, with the fucking, look at this crap. And when you get the whole tendril coming for your ass, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, cause they've come for you. And a little bit of a break after them, and then whammo, welcome to the 9th and the 10th when the second batch comes along, and this is gonna be a very bad day. And I told you that last week sometime. So I feel like such a reiteration. Look at how many tendrils you get. Look at what they're planning. The plan. The plan is a land grab from the man, and you needed an earthquake to bring down the highways around the hills. Hey, you be careful now with the landslides now. You're going to have what you call the slips. And don't you be one of the ones sliding away. Because they came banded away and blasted your way. Yep. And it's nearer your destination. Look, you get a few days break before the smackaroo comes along. This is not over yet. And on that day, the high bubble is here. It should stall that out, actually. Where's she reaching to? That should come like that. That should burp in. And that should fuck off. Then that should fuck off. But no, we're not telling the geoengineers to fuck off. And with that said, I'm fucking off.